advisor to President Trump. Omarosa, welcome. Good to see you. Your thoughts on tonight?
Great to see you. I think about all of the families. It's hard not to think about the families watching this and realizing that the President of the United States not only has ignored the loss of the families who've died of COVID, but would put all of these other Americans at risk so that he could have an audience to this complete deluge of lies. And I wish that at this moment, when our country needs so much leadership, that Donald Trump would face reality, that Americans need someone who is going to be honest with them. And that's not what we saw this evening.
Speaking of honesty, let's be honest about the strategy behind all this, because you've sat in the room with him and helped come up with the strategy. What do you make of the optics of this, of being at the White House, of having the crowd, of having the fireworks, of using the messaging of we're going to make you safer? Does it work politically, even if you disagree with it politically?
Well, I've had an opportunity to work in the White House twice in the last 20 years, and I think that it's a pretty extraordinary place, but never in my entire lifetime that I think that the White House would be used as a backdrop for a political event such as this. There are significant rules, laws, and ethics to prevent something like this from happening. So it was pretty extraordinary to watch. I must admit, the White House is beautiful. But we also have to continue to keep those lines from becoming blurred, which is what we're seeing here now. But let me just get back to just one other point. There are families right now wondering how they're going to recover from Hurricane Laura. They're trying to figure out, even before the hurricane, how are they going to fill their gas tanks or fill their prescriptions. And I'm not certain what we heard from the president this evening is going to help them answer those questions. America is facing a very uncertain future, and I just don't believe that this president is able to lead this country in the right direction.
And lastly, and this is sort of a tough question, but in 2016, I remember talking with you at the Republican National Convention with the California caucus. You were telling me how great Donald Trump was. You were telling me that people that say that he's a racist are wrong. You were defending his record. You helped him get there. Do you feel Do you feel responsible at all for what you're talking about? Do you feel anything on that front when you watch this?
I think it's a very fair question, and it was one of the first questions I addressed in my bestseller, Unhinged. In 2016, we thought Donald Trump, the businessman, would be able to take an unorthodox approach to kind of righting the wrongs of this country. We had great hopes. As you know, I knew Donald Trump from 2003, from The Apprentice, and so here we are 17 years later, and I never imagined that Donald Trump would separate the children from their parents. I never imagined that he would equate, white supremacists and neo-Nazis with good people on both sides. I never, ever imagined that he would take every opportunity he got to insult intelligent Black women, including myself, by calling them dogs and low IQ. I did not know what I know now. And now that I have all of this information about him, then certainly I will make an informed decision. And for the viewers listening at home, I was duped too. This man that's standing in front of you as President of the United States is an excellent con man, and we've seen that with the 20,000 lawsuits that he has. But this is your chance to make a difference and getting our country back on track. This is your chance. Do not get duped a second time by this entertainer who said he would do better, but instead he's basically just indulged himself and golfed while Americans were dying.
All right, Omarosa, thank you so much for sharing your views. It is good to see you. Again, the name of that book is Unhinged, an insider account of the Trump White House. I've read it. It's very interesting. Even if you disagree with her, it gives you some great insight into the White House, and we appreciate seeing you again. Have a great night.
Great seeing you.